What's up everybody, it's Compass here, back with another video, here to explain the Captain's League and show you my first matchup. First off, we're going to talk about what the Captain's League is. First off, I want a huge thank you to I Pump Plastic and M. Frisk. This is their league, they invited me to it. They did all the work on the rules, and they're going to be the ones running it, so huge thank you to them. Um, if you like Power Bros content, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check down the description for my Twitch where I stream these games being played and the Discord. If you want to talk more about Power Pros with other people that like Power Pros, let's get into these rules. Of course, the roster size 25 players. We have a whole 12 pitchers, so we definitely got a bullpen. The main thing about this league is the captain quirk, which is you can make a captain hitter, which is gonna be your star player of the team, and he he could get abilities that won't count against your team. We'll talk about the ability nerfs in a little bit, but here's the chart over here talking about what star count your captain can be and what star count the rest of your team has to be depending on what captain you choose, how good your captain is. We'll go over what star count my captain is. Of course, the innings pitched, pitch rules looks a lot like the Deuce and EPL. Not much to go over there. Um, Pitching rest won't reset into the playoffs. We got 12 pitchers. Yeah. Pitching nerfs, we have 161 kilometers per hour max speed. Can't be making those 175 kilometer per hour demons, and only one player with a special pitch allowed. So, you can't just be spamming OP pitches all the time. Only one player on your pitch can have an OP pitch. Um, Ability nerfs. The captain, he doesn't apply. He could have whatever ability he wants and it won't hurt your team, but only one gold ability is allowed on the team. So, like, if someone on the team has, let's say, Artist, which is Gold Slugger, no one on the rest of the team can have Gold Slugger other than the captain, of course. But the blue you can have two of, so like you could have one gold slugger, two blue sluggers if you really wanted to. That's maxing out the ability. The letter grades, they apply, but to A and B, everything C below doesn't count. So you could put like there's like you could put like two A and B's. So to max out like a letter grade, you have like gold. Well, you have your captain on gold, so your captain, of course, doesn't count. You got your player A, you got gold. Player B has A, player C has A because two of them can have A. Player D has B, player E has B, and the rest of the team has C. So you'll see a lot of that coming into effect. Of course, with abilities, you could have like captain has gold slugger, player A has gold slugger, player B has blue slugger, player C has blue slugger. All right, whatever stadium we want, so you'll see like a variety of stadiums. Um all the all the settings, not really much to talk about here. We got DH. Playoffs, top three teams in each division will clinch a playoff spot. So there is divisions. We'll talk about that in a little bit when we talk about who is in the league and what our opposition is looking like. Next four best record teams will make the play-in, which is a single game where the winner moves on to playoffs. We'll look at the bracket in a little bit. Playoffs will be a best of three, and then the tiebreakers, y'all could go through that. To balance it out, pitchers can't DH unless they have the secondary position, because if a pitcher a pitcher can be trained to like hit really well and it won't affect their star count because they are a pitcher, and it's only fixed by having the secondary position. So if you don't have the secondary position, you can't hit. or play in the field just to avoid all that. Everyone's gonna play 2 game series against their 4 division opponents and 3 interleague matchups. Play 1 game as home, 1 game as away. Of course, no lock on. And every game will be streamed, so make sure to check down in the description for the Twitch, and I'll be streaming those games. Let's get on to the schedule, and actually can't really show the schedule because I already have a game played and it's gonna be played in this video, so gotta hide some stuff. But let's talk about who's gonna be in the league, some of our biggest competition, and who's gonna be in our division. Alright, just to hide some of the games that have already been played, I decided to put my face cam right here for right now just to hide a little bit of stuff. If y'all want to go check out the iPump and M. Frisk series, which was first week for them, make sure to check that out on M. Frisk Power Pro's channel. That's a good series right there. I think he only has game 1 uploaded as I'm recording this, but should be a very good series. Um, Talking about the players that are going to be in the league in the red division is looking very scary. You got Mr. Plasma, PvE Beast, pretty new to PvP, but definitely knows baseball, is a very good pitcher right off the rip, is actually our week 1 matchup, and you'll see just how good he is just for starting PvP. Really impressed me, but he is gonna be in for a heck of a division going up against iPump. Um, One of the admins of this league. Of course, we all know how good iPump is when it comes to this no lock on stuff, especially on PlayStation. He's just a power hitting beast, one of the best. Um, Qualified for playoffs in EPL. So he's definitely accomplished in every facet of Power Pros competition. So yeah, he's definitely a favorite to come out on top of his division and the league. Of course, we got down below him, we got B Farrell. B Farrell also someone that is definitely someone to be afraid of. Also a PlayStation beast, and he made semifinals of EPL, so everyone knows how talented he is now. So he is going to be the Nano Nerds, and that's already a scary division just with those two. And then we got Slimefall, who didn't even make his own team. He had Kane Gang make his team. So he's going to have an OP team. And we all know Slimefall. We know he likes to play with them trash players. So him with some good players, it's going to be very scary. He's all these players, you could really say that all of them have a chance to win the league. And of course, MC Scales. MC Scales was the 7th seed in EPL, so also a very tough opponent. Also pretty good at PvE, so you know he's gonna have a very good team. So someone to watch out for. This whole division is just gonna be a dogfight. I mean, everyone in this league is gonna be very, very good. So these PlayStation leagues are some of the toughest leagues that you can possibly play, and I mean even with the growth, I mean we've got some pretty good players joining in. All right, let's go get on to the blue division where I stand. All right, first team we got is Senor Splash. Senor Splash, PlayStation Beast himself, very good team from the Deuce. That's the only experience I have against him is the Deuce, but he's very good himself. All these PlayStation players that are from these iPump leagues, they are very good. They all tend to be very good power hitters, which is what this league is going to be with how good some of these players are going to be and their abilities. And then we got John's copyright. John is he was in EPL last year. He's a beast. He was in Triple P playoffs. This is gonna be his first PlayStation League, so it's gonna be fun to see exactly how he stacks up to the competition. But he also qualified for USA final, so he's definitely, he actually dominated the USA qualifier, let's be real. So he's definitely a beast, and I can't even say who could possibly win this league because so many players are so good. It's gonna be so difficult. You can't predict anything. Then you got me. I won EPL. Don't want to gas myself up too much. And then we got M. Frisk, and he's a beast on PlayStation 2. Been in these PlayStation leagues if you've ever paid attention to them. Um, Absolute beast. Also qualifier for the USA final. Barely missed out on playoffs for the EPL. Definitely could take home this whole thing. Just very good player. Of course, has tons of experience. One of the leaders of this league. And speaking of USA qualifiers, along with me, John, and Frisk, I forgot to mention. My bad, I forgot to mention Slimefall is a USA qualifier too. He is going to be in the USA final, so if you aren't watching out for that, watch out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I plan on doing some content around that a little bit closer. Been practicing for that, but enough of that. Back onto the blue division. All right, and the last team you got is MPAS or MAPPAS. Also a very good player. One of these PlayStation beasts that have been playing in these PlayStation leagues. Not much more you could say about him. He's also a very good player. I mean, I only have experience with him in the Deuce, but all these players are just so good. I mean, there's not much you could really say other than they're super talented players, and this whole league is going to be a very, very tough fight. And I'm very excited to be playing in it. I'm very, very thankful that I got invited, and huge shout out again to M. Frisk and I Pump Plastic for putting on this league. And of course, it's going to be super fun. And I mean, let's get into our team, what I got built up using those rules. Alright guys, first off I want to introduce to y'all the Navigators, of course, because I am Compass. I thought it would be fitting to have my name be the Navigators. I apologize if I didn't mention that before, but here's a first look at the jerseys for the YouTube. The arena I'm going to be playing in is this PowerFest arena. It's got pretty high walls. It's going to be very hard to hit a home run in this unless you really got that power, which I feel like my players, they have that power. So I'm pretty confident in it. I'm sure that other players have that power too, but let's get on with the team. First off, we're going to go over our pitchers. As you can see, we have 445 star players, so that means we went with a 500 star captain. We'll go over him in a little bit, but let's just talk about what my pitching strategy is before we talk about any of these players. My pitching strategy is just to ride out the hot hand, basically. Whoever is in a good mood, I want to just pitch them all 9 innings, hopefully. There are arms that are better than others, but once you have like everyone at the same star count, I just think that it's best to just ride out whoever has the best mood, whoever can get the highest boost. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole strategy, and pretty much everyone can start or relieve if they need to. There's only a couple people that can only start, which is the people with like strong starter and stuff. But let's just talk about like who is on my pitching staff. First off, we're gonna start out with Donahue. He pitches 155. He's got B heater, A versus lefties. Also has gold pace with sharpness, gyro ball, heavy ball. He's one of my best pitchers. Also has starter. Has a nice, I think that's a drop curve. Also a nice changeup and heart slider. And he has a lot of stamina, so He's definitely going to be one of my better pitchers, especially since he has Iron Ball. Pitches 155, which is pretty good. Not exactly the max, but he's definitely going to be very good, especially when we're mixing up our breaking balls because of that gold, what's it called? That gold pace and that sharpness. Also, I think that other one is versus runners, maybe. Not too sure. Alright, next up we got Samson. He also has a gold. He pitches 160, so faster than Donahue, but only has 2 pitches. I think that's a curveball and a forkball. Has A versus runners in scoring position and A heater, so that fastball is looking even faster. Has slugger killer, so pretty much everyone in this league is going to be a slugger. Let's be real, everyone's going to be good, so it's really going to be activating all the time, so that's going to help him out a lot. Also has sharpness, has strikeout. I'm not sure what that ability is, but also has strong starter, so he's just going to be a beast, especially starting for us. Samson is going to be really good. The return of Willard, if you know about the first Power Pros Koshian, you know about Willard. Willard is going to be a beast. He has a bunch of abilities. Pitches 161, which is the max. Has a bit of stamina. Has a curveball and a vertical slider, which I like them vertical sliders. Also has a bunch of letter grade abilities. Has B versus runners in scoring position. A heater, so that fastball is looking like it's coming in even faster. And B quickness, which is going to help with those pickoffs and stuff like that. Also has gyro ball, heavy ball. I don't even know what the rest. True slider. He has a bunch of very good abilities. I think one of them is tunneling. He's gonna be one of our top arms for sure. Early, not gonna lie, he's not the best. He was kind of just reserving and filling in spots. He has the A quickness, so he could definitely pick people off. Definitely gonna be more used as a reliever with that straddle, which helps him relieve a little bit. Does pitch fast with 161 and is good with runners in scoring position. Also has a natural shooto, so his pitch slides a little bit. Has a decent pitch selection with a decent slider, a nice curveball, and an okay split finger, and also a two-seamer. So he's not bad by any means, but he's definitely on the worst side. Then we have Fields. He has a gold explosive pitch and gold Dr. K with 160. Has B quickness, A versus lefties, B poise with true slider. Not sure what the other one is, but has a forkball, has a drop curve, and also a circle change. And of course that fastball is super fast, but with wild fastball on gold, it's gonna be, or explosive fastball, I think. It's going to be very fast, but very out of control. I'm looking to use this guy very sparingly, and pretty much when I need to get a game out of here, he's going to be probably the fastest arm we have, but of course that comes at a price. But his breaking balls are going to be very good once. I mean, he's got a great forkball already, but if he gets 2 strikes, all them pitches are going to be kind of crazy, so he's going to be really good. We got Mitrov, which has crossfire, low pitch, and versus runner. Also pitches 161 with pretty good stamina. Has a split finger that's really good and a changeup, so has stuff to play off his 161 fastball. Also has a really good drop curve, which is going to be really hard to stop. He's one of our better arms on the team. He's going to be very good. Not much in terms of letter grades, but just pretty good. Then we got Dole. He is very good against left-handed. He got Battler. Also got natural slider, I think, or yeah, I think that's natural slider. Also has low ball. Has I don't know what that is. I think that's low ball pitcher, but has a slurve and I think that's a slurve, but has a slurve and a slider. No, that can't be a slurve. That's got to be a sinker. He's got a pretty nice sinker and a slider, so two very high level pitches while pitching 161, which is the max. He's going to be a deadly demon. As you notice, a lot of my dudes, they pitch really fast. I think that's just the way you have to go, especially whenever you're not really relying on the relay. I understand if you were going for a more relay approach, then mixing up the speeds could be nice, but whenever I'm planning on pitching these dudes 6 to 9 innings every time, I don't think that much difference in speed is needed. Of course, not all these dudes pitch max, but a lot of them pitch really fast. All pitched at least 155. I think that's the lowest. But going on to Vioza, Vioza's kind of a more trash arm. He's good against left-hand batters, and he has poise. Has good pickoffs. He's going to be more of a reliever with that straddle, but has that good strikeout ability, which makes that curveball really deadly and that forkball really deadly. Has a bunch of stamina, so he could really go the distance if he has to get put in as a reliever, but I'm not really looking to put him as a starter unless he's on pink. Wafer, kind of on the same track as Vioza, but he's a little bit better. He pitches a little bit slower, a little bit less stamina and control, but has a quickness, a poise, also has a good pickoff, low ball, inside ball, has a slider, has a two-seamer, a hard sinker, which is surprisingly really hard to hit, and a split finger, which is all pretty deadly weapons in my opinion. So he's definitely going to be a pretty nice pitcher, but definitely not somebody that's a top arm on our team. Next up, we got Norman. He has a deadly, I think that's a power curve. He has tunneling inside painter on gold, which is that gold ability, and he has a hard sinker, so he could really dot up the inside of a pitcher, and he's gonna be super deadly. 161. It's gonna be hard to catch up to him, especially if he's dotting the inside. Mix that up with the outside pitch. He's gonna be really deadly. I think he has a slurve. I think that's a slurve and a hard sinker, so that's just gonna be super hard to counter. And then we probably have the star of the show. We got Bowman. He has 159, 69 stamina, so he could definitely get through innings, but he has strong finisher and he has guts because I plan to pitch him well past his stamina deadlines. He has gold gyro ball, gold tunneling, which is going to help out his fastball speed. Pitches 159, which is really fast with B-heater. Has a slider and a vertical slider, so two very deadly weapons. And I'm not sure if I don't think I talked about Brem, but he's also a top pitcher on the team. Gold heavy ball. A versus runners in scoring positions, battler, guts. He also has guts, so he's going to be battling well past his stamina. Goes out. He has a hard slider, or a hard shooto, I think, a changeup, and a what's it called? A curveball, I think. I think that's a curveball. It doesn't matter what he has, but just a very deadly weapon. But yeah, that's it for all the pitchers. Let's talk about what the batters are going to be looking like. Alright, this is what the lineup is looking like at the moment. Of course, everything could change, especially on a game-to-game basis. We're just looking at moods here. Of course, we got the captain here. We got Compass at 500 star. Has A clutch, A base stealing, I think. B throwing. Very good all-around player. Has Artist, which is gold slugger. Gold sprayer. Joker, which is helps out if he's on base. Contact hitter, defensive craftsman. He's just extremely good. Very happy with my captain, and he's not too high of a star count, so everyone else is at 445, so they all have some talent around them too. Here we got the starting third baseman. We have Howard, also a very good hitter. Has power hitter and sprayer, and I think that's low ball hitter, but also has gold skilling bases with the deceptively quick 69 speed. Has A arm, which helps that deceptively low D 59 arm. Has good runners in scoring position just in case Compass gets up and can hit a double, and he's very good against left-handed batters, so he's just a very good option for us. Then we have the best hitter on our team, probably outside of Compass. We have Stevington. He has gold artist, which is gold slugger, gold inside hitter, defensive craftsman. He's a corner outfielder, but he's still going to be getting to the balls. He's got ensure and adversity, which is going to help him out if we are winning or losing the game. Be clutch. He's also got chaser, also pretty okay in the field, got pretty much all C's. You got the DH, you got Latrell Quinn, S in all the hidden stats, which is what you want. He has like pretty much all the letter grades that you want out of a hitter. He's clutch, he's good against lefties, he could run, he could steal, he's got contact hitter, he's got sprayer. He's just a very good hitter. He's even got disturber. He's even got adversity, which is going to help out in a close game. Just what I want in a DH, and he's even got a little bit of error resistance, so if he is on gold, I could just stick him at first base if I really wanted to. Also has chaser. Then we move on, we get to Ellis, which is one of our very good power hitters, also very fast. Very nice first base defensive option, has power hitter and gold sprayer. Also has outside hit to help out just in case he needs to contact it. Then we get to our other corner outfielder. We have Zeal. He's really good against left-hand pitchers. Really nice base runner. Nice arm. Has laser. Has almost an A arm. Has pull hitter and high hitter, so should be a good power hitter for us, and should be a good decent contact hitter if we need him to. Yeah, he should be really good for us. Not much more to say about him. Alexander has gold hitting machine, which is contact hitter, and he has joker. Also has laser beam because I do plan on putting him in center field just in case. You know, we gotta sub out center field, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Also has defensive craftsman for that second base and that center field help. Has laser just in case he needs to go in that field, and also has adversity to give him a power whenever we're down in the 7th. Yeah, I mean, not much more to say about him. He's super fast. He's really good second baseman. Almost A hitting with hitting machine. He's gonna be a beast. Moving on to our catcher, we got Stug, A catcher, A base running and base stealing with 91 running. He's going to be super good. 80 contact, 90 arm strength. Also has morale and stuff like outside hit, head first slide. He's going to be super good. A very good catcher for us. Then we got the center fielder, Levasseur. He's going to be an absolute beast in center field. Pretty decent contact hitter. Also has the contact hitting ability. Or actually, I think that's a... I don't know. Is that the contact hitting ability? Not sure. But has 71 hitting. Has gold magician and gold laser. Also with gold arm and almost S arm. So he's going to be throwing some people out. Also super fast, especially with the gold magician. 83 run speed, 75 fielding. He's going to be a super good center fielder. But if we need to sub him out just because we need more power in there, Alexander will take over as a super speedy center fielder. Off the bench we got Unger, who's our backup catcher, also a pinch hitter option. Has very good power, pull hitter. no, it doesn't have pull hitter, but has some pretty good abilities. And he's decently fast, has a pretty good arm, so he should be a pretty nice option in case Stug can't play. Of course, if Stug is on a bad mood, then we'll keep him in for at least until his first at bat. Then we'll pinch hit him because Unger does have that pinch hit ability. Then we have Kipler, backup second base and outfielder, has gold base running and B stealing, almost S speed, B throwing even though he only has D 52 arm strength. Also a good hitter with chance maker and disturbance. Should be really good backup outfield or second base option for us. Really anywhere for us. Should be pretty good. Williams, nice all-around option, has that B catcher just in case he needs to play backup catcher, but has Bs in almost everything except his speed, which is an A. Has morale, has adversity, which is gonna bring up his power to A if we are losing. And he is gonna be good at playing every single position. So yeah, and then we got our other backup pinch hitter. Also has mood hitter, which is why he's in the backup. So we have Daily. 445 has pull hitter. Also has chance maker. Bunch of really good hitting abilities, which are really gonna help him out. S power, A contact, 65 run speed, which is really nice. Can play a position if he really needs to, if he's in a good mood, which is really exciting, but mostly looking to be a pinch hitter, especially with that pinch ability. And yeah, that's it with our team. That's all 12 fielders, all 13 fielders, all 14 pitchers.